Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt, also known as the Ammo Nerd, and we have an ammunition review today in another popular caliber of mine, 7.62 NATO, 7.62 by 51 millimeters, or 308 Winchester. This is Igman 150 grain full metal jacket from Wild Horse Ammunition. Let's throw this guy on the table and talk about what we're going to do today. I should note that the box is 147 grains. Typically when I measure these, they can be anywhere from around 145 to 150 grains. In full transparency, Wild Horse Ammunition sent this ammunition for us to review with no strings attached. I do have a discount code set up from them, and that's Ammo Nerd 10, and it saves you a little bit of cheddar on those case purchases. And what I do with the affiliate earnings is I put it right back in the channel, either buying new uppers in different calibers or different types of equipment to continue doing our testing, especially some of our armor testing, because some of those armor piercing bullets get excessively expensive. So any of that is greatly appreciated. For our 308 testing, we have barrel lengths from 13 inches all the way up to and including 24. After we've collected our velocity, we have a Pro-Chronopal Digital DLX as well as a Garmin 0C1. We're going to step out to around 100 yards to see what kind of practical accuracy we can get out of this. In the past, a lot of my 150 grain full metal jacket loads tend to have, 2 to 6 MOA at 100 yards, no matter which one of the guns that I put it through. So, if you guys are shooting some of this and your accuracy is a lot better than mine and or a lot worse, always commenting below helps others that are looking at this ammunition make better buying decisions. It's around 70 to 75 degrees outside today. We'll start off with our shortest barrel length. This is our 13-inch SCAR 17S SBR. I built this off the Imperial Arms 80% upper receiver from FN Specialties. A big thank you to them for letting us build this out. It has come in great handy for doing testing in 308. One thing I do want to note with these Lancers in this particular lower is they tend to self-eject themselves. I'm not sure if the cutout is not deep enough in there. We'll have to continue to play with that. But 2485 standard deviation of 19.3 off the Garmin. Now time for Mr. Recoil. This is our 16-inch PA-10. For some reason this tends to have quite a bit of recoil. We did add a single port muzzle brake up front, and I think that should help a little bit. We had been getting pierced primers in this particular setup with AAC's 150 grain that we've been testing, so we'll see if we get any with this Igman. And we got a don't even have a dent off that guy. Getting some hard primers off this guy. No dent on there. Interesting. .2579, quite a bit of muzzle flash detecting off this particular load. Sometimes manufacturers don't put flash suppressant in their loads. Now we brought out the 22-inch. This is just a national match M1A. Got this from my father. Picking up velocity there. I will say this scope arrangement, shooting this is not too great. It is more of that chin weld than a cheek weld without a riser pad on here, but it doesn't do too bad. Now for Mr. Armor Slayer, this is our 24-inch Savage 110 Tactical. We've got this in Hunter Magpul shot. .2800 feet per second. Last shot on here, not too shabby. I would say our standard M80 ball from Lake City is a little better. Here is our Igman 150 grain full metal jacket at 100 yards. First, we have our 24-inch with a suppressor on, lead sled on a bench, 50 degrees outside today, 3.945 inches. That's pretty much par for the course, what I see in that longer barrel with our FMJs. What's more impressive though is we got our 16-inch out with a suppressor as well. Tighten that group right up, 2.022 inches. That is the CZ 557 Urban Counter Sniper. And then I think the best group of the day is our SCAR 17S SPR, 1.479 inches. That is suppressed with the Mototech Scarburator and the IAC buffered bolt carrier there. So very soft shooting gun. Very, very good. As a comparison, here's some Mark 316, 1.739 inches, 1.751. Not too shabby if I do say so myself, folks. As always, your mileage may vary though. Well, color me impressed. I've tested a lot of our standard full metal jacket loads in our 308, you know, our typical 143 grain to 150 grain loads. And this particular Igman load is shining above the rest in terms of our precision or accuracy potential. Typically, when I'm shooting at 100 yards or even 200 yards with our ball ammunition, I'm seeing anywhere from 2 to 6 MOA. And when we shot that SCAR 17S today, we had a under 1.5 inch group. So I'm very impressed with this lot. With all that being said, it's time for me to get the heck out of here. But at the end of all my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who help make these possible, because there's a lot that goes into them. Number one is my family. They are always out here helping me either push the button on the camera, or they're raking leaves, or we're sorting some of my dad's estates. A big thank you to them. Deacon would like to remind you all to like, subscribe, share, and comment so we can drive that algorithm. So if there's other people out there looking for information on some of this ammunition, especially import stuff, they can find it easily as too. Number two are my Patreon, Subscribe Star, and YouTube channel members. I have a campsite. In the description below, it's a landing page with different affiliate codes and discount tracking links that a lot of other influencers or social media people use, and effectively those things earn me a sales commission. They cost you nothing, and what I do with that is I put it right back on the channel by either buying optics or new barrel lengths when we do these testings, so we have that complete data set. Number three is Wild Horse Ammunition. Again, in full transparency, sent me some of that ammunition review with no strings attached, along with some Fiocchi Red Box. Their little cool AC Unity ammo cans are very interesting. I'm not sure I'm sold on the screws that you can put in the top to lock them closed, but I guess if you're looking for long-term storage, that would be a way to ensure that that gasket stays nice and tight. And of course, number four is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range.